of a notification, it always messes up. It's always a problem. It either changes the orientation or whatever. But anyway, we do have jewelry today. We have some fragrances. I have some new fragrances from Gucci and the brand new Calvin Klein as well. Of course, these are always authentic. And the ones I have today are new and boxed. And lots of jewelry, of course. So again, welcome in. Please let me know in the comment section or in the live chat that we're doing now. This is a live auction sale, rather. I think I'm going to do buy it now sales only today. And so let me know in the chat how I sound, if the mic is okay. I read a little bit about how to adjust it a little better when I'm not moving around the room, which I don't intend to do today because it is a video down type of camera down type of video. So let me just let you know how I do things here when I do an auction. It's a little bit different. It's increments of $5. After 50, we begin with 2. We go to 10 if we ever hit 100. I do PayPal billing only. I do ship internationally, but only to Australia, Canada, and the UK. And what else? What else? But it's very, very expensive, as you may or may not know. It's at least $22 for one less than 8 ounces going to Canada and Australia. You might even double that. But just to let you know, that's the way it is. And I do have some new things here today. I'm bringing out, of course, things that have not sold yet, and hopefully you'll find something. Again, I bill through PayPal only, so I will need your invoice, uh, email address, and I'm going to post that again because I had to abort the other one. So if you'll give me 1 minute while you get situated, and I'll go get my other device, my laptop, to put that Google form. This is a private information form. No one sees it but you and I. And all I need, really, the most important thing in there is your email address. It's not very good to know that you live internationally or not, so I can bill you shipping accordingly. But the most important thing you cannot leave out is your email address. So give me 1 minute. Hope everyone is having lovely weather today. We had a little bit of thunderstorms yesterday, but the weather is great today. And thanks for hitting that thumbs up, those of you who are just streaming in here with me. I appreciate it very much. And let me see again the passwords. I don't know if you watched my video yesterday on my Thelma Thrift channel, but I talked about how many hours I waste redoing passwords, remembering passwords, renaming a password, coming up with new ones that aren't the same as the other ones. It's just such a hassle. But I don't know why I have to constantly. And I tried, and then they say you shouldn't use the same password. That's the problem too. You should change it through sites so that you have a less chance of getting compromised. But I don't know. I try to do that too, or change it up just a little bit. Let me know if you want to say hello in the chat. Let me know how I sound, and if the mic is doing a better job for me today, because apparently it was fading in and out yesterday, and I do apologize for those technical issues. I know they are an absolute nuisance, so troublesome. I hate them as much as you do, especially when I'm watching a video, so I don't want you to go through the same thing. All right, I'm also going to try to abort the other video here. If you are on the other channel, on the other stream that I had to abort, I'm going to see if I can erase that too. Let me know also, what kind of jewelry do you like? Do you like costume jewelry? Do you like gold tone, vintage? Because I have everything, honestly, and I want to bring you what you may enjoy. Hi Laura, hi Iris, hope you're doing well. Let me paste this here. Yeah, so this is my Google form. A lot of you know me from my Facebook auctions. If that's the case, you do not have to answer the question again at all with the little Google form. But if it's been a while since you've purchased from me, sometimes PayPal kind of streamlines their data, and it might not be that easy for me to find it. So it would be a good idea for you to go ahead and fill it out again. Okay, it looks like 8 people are here. 4 people put the thumbs up. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. And it is on silent now. There's the form there. Did I pin it? I don't know if I pinned it. Yeah, I did pin it. So it'll be at the top at all times if you haven't filled that out. How are you doing today, Iris? Are you working? A lot of people work on weekends. I know that. I actually should be working right now. I was trying to take an online training so that I can get credit hours for professional development and days off and all that. But I just realized that it's asking for things I don't know how to do. Like this software that other teachers may be familiar with, Edpuzzle or something like that. And it's just not something that I'm familiar with. And I feel like I'm going to waste a lot of time trying to learn a software while being trained. And that's not going to be good. All right, yeah, let me abort this other one that I started. Let me go ahead and delete it from here so no one's popping in over there. And again, I really do apologize for making you wait. All right. One more thing to know is that I do the billing tomorrow. I will send the invoices out tomorrow. Please pay it as soon as you see it, but you do have a grace period of 48 hours. I kind of figure that gives you enough time to find it and all of that. And, it's just a little grace period for you, if you would. So, yeah, 48 hours is pretty much the time I would like to have you pay it. All right, let's start with something really practical. I did a What's in My Bag video yesterday, and I've been watching a lot of them. I really enjoy them. And I was noticing that a lot of people carry jewelry in their purse, not just me. There's a new thing called, and I just heard it through these videos. There's a new thing people are doing. It's called geocaching or geocache. I guess it's like what is it? CASCSHE. Anyway, people go around looking for treasure, right? And then some people are carrying treasure. So that isn't this gorgeous brooch. I'll show you that in a minute. So they carry treasure to, I don't know if they partake in a game or what. I have to really investigate a little further. But also people call that, oh, it is crackling. Oh my goodness. I wonder why. This is so strange. Let me know. Maybe I have it too loud. Let me lower the volume and see how that is. No, I need you to complain. I need you to tell me before we get too far in that you can't hear it, okay? And supposedly this is the right angle for me. I also heard someone say put it on top of something, like a little platform. But I forgot to do that. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Let me try doing that because sometimes also when I'm moving the arm here for this, that might be the crackling you hear. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I know that any little sound around it will make it, crackle. Let me know if that's a little better. Yeah, crackling on your end too. Oh, and it might. Oh my goodness. Well, let me unplug and plug. People always blow on things, don't they? See if that helps. I don't know. I apologize. I don't want to spend more money on another microphone. This one should still be fine, but I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. I don't know if I'm adjusting it wrong or what. Um, yeah, I have the volume. I have the gain, which we had talked about before, should be almost on off, but I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because that's supposed to eliminate the sound around me. For example, if the lawn guy shows up or something. It's the Yeti, the blue Yeti. Yeah, it's called the blue Yeti, I believe. It says blue on it, but it's red. Hi, Nans. Is it Nanans? 4MCZ. I can't read the chat very well from here. Let me try doing this. Yeah, but it never used to give me trouble. I used to do podcasts quite a bit, and it had a nice, rich sound. So maybe I don't know. And I know they've told me, advised me to use the lapel. I've done those too, but those make a lot of noise when you touch your body and show jewelry. So plus that's another expense. I really don't have the money to do it. Um, but let me see what's going on here. Let me turn this on just to be able to see everybody. Better now? Better now? Okay. I'll try to stay close. So anyway, this what was it called again? Geocaching and geocache. So people are carrying jewelry with themselves. So they'll do like, a ring, maybe a little sterling ring. And I know I have encountered this myself. And I think it's such a I don't have any rings because I'm doing sourdough as well. Um, Such a cool idea. One time we were at a cafeteria. Are you familiar with a cafeteria? Those international people. But in the US, we're big on cafeterias, and you go through the line and you pick up your food. And my daughter complimented the cashier who checked us out on her earrings. She literally took them off and gave them to my daughter. So a lot of people have that kind of tradition. And I thought this was a cool little thing to carry in your bag. It's old, definitely 70s, 80s. It's Taiwan, Republic of China, and we all know what's going on with those politics. So definitely an old, beautiful needlework here, kind of a tapestry. And hey, I'll go ahead and do it and I'll throw in the little ring too. And the ring is adjustable. It's really cute. It's gold stone. I think it might be gold fill, but don't quote me on it. Don't don't hold me to that. But I will throw in that your first little cachet for geocaching. Look it up. It's a great little tradition. So carry it with you. If somebody compliments you on something, hey, you want that ring? Or maybe you wear it and then give it to them like that. All right. So I'll do the little box and the ring for $28. $28, you get your first, and it's shaped like a little heart. Isn't it beautiful? Does it sound a little better, Miss Mary? How are you? Can you hear me okay, Miss Mary? We're also my husband is having a problem with his phone, but his phone's kind of old. He's having trouble with the internet around the house, picking up the internet. So I don't know. Plus, I do see a lot of problems on YouTube with people, it's like, what do you call it? With the little cogwheel. It'll be doing things like that when you're watching. I've noticed that happen. But I'm not sure if that's the problem with me or if it's just the mic. Maybe it needs to be dusted off or something. Who knows? What do you think, Happy Ducky? He, Happy Ducky was helping me last. I keep saying he. I know you're probably a female, right? I'm sorry. Don't know your real name, and that's okay if you don't want to reveal it. Plus, I do tend to mumble. That's another problem too. I do get a little low, soft spoken sometimes, literally, and that's not a good thing. Anybody in on the little first geocaching of the day? Hi, Lynn. How are you? So we're doing the little box so you can carry your jewelry. Plus, do you ever take off your jewelry and just for some reason, maybe it's bothering you, maybe you walked into the courthouse and they made you take all your jewelry off? So you could go through the detector. I don't know. It's just a good idea to have a little portable jewelry box. This is a really nice design on here. I thought it zipped up, but it doesn't. It just shuts nice. And you can put a lot of rings in there. A couple of earrings, maybe a necklace. And that was my first offering. All right. And you did get the ring with that. But since I think we have a pass, it's the aliens messing with our phones. Well, I don't doubt that one bit. Not one bit. All right, let's go to a big gun here. One of my most prized pieces is this sterling marcasite ruby and wonderfully enameled beetle. Isn't he beautiful? Look at that enamel work. It's just incredible. And those are beautiful marcasites too. And let's do some measuring here. The length of this beetle is 1.5 inches, approximately 1.5 inches there, right? And then the width, I think at its widest point, is 1 3/8. And here's the back. You can use this as a necklace pendant there. Make it a pendant on your necklace. I like the way they did this little cross thing. I think it really will let it sit nice that way. Has the double secure turnaround there. And those are genuine rubies. Just gorgeous. And it is marked in there. I don't know if you can see it. 925 there. Isn't that pretty? And I will start this at 175. 175 rubies, incredible, incredible enameling. Marcasite sterling silver. Some people really have that about bugs, don't they? They don't bother me too, especially the beetle and the scarab and all of that kind of tradition there. It doesn't bother me so much. Now, spiders, I'm not too keen on. And my mother has the same issue with snakes. She cannot see a snake in any motif. She can't stand them. All right, so I started that at, what did I say, 175? And that's a really nice one too. Let me get a little pattern here, a little bit on this one. Oh, I can't get this open. Let me work on that for later. I will pass on that. Let's do this wonderful cross with green onyx, and I'm going to hold it up to display here on my torque. This is beautiful. It is a vintage Mexican piece. It is marked in the back with the eagle mark. Just beautiful. I love that subtle green too. It is, I mean, it's a green, no doubt, but it's not a really, really forest green. Really pretty. And you can tell it's hand done. There's a lot of gaps in that roping. That's kind of the telltale of a handmade piece too. You're never going to see it perfect. You're never going to see perfection in hand wrought pieces. Isn't that beautiful? And that drops to 2 inches. And across, it is 1 3/8. Very nice. I like also the little beads at the end. And I'll do the sterling cross with the wonderful green onyx for a start bid of $55. $55. And welcome in everyone that's here. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up for me. You were at work, Miss Iris. I'm just reading, catching up with the chat. There's my alarm. All right, we're going to pass on this one. And let me show you this gorgeous, amazing Monet. Now, I had this brooch, believe it or not. I think this is one of the most beautiful brooches ever. Look at the dimension on that. I actually had this brooch in sterling, and I really regret selling it in the sterling. But look at it in the gold tone. Look at the dimension on that beautiful brooch. And this is in impeccable shape. Unbelievable. Like it was never worn. There's the mark there. Looks like 18 karat gold. The color is just beautiful. I've always liked the Monet finish. It's just gorgeous. And let's measure this one. This is a nice big one too. Almost 3 inches. It's 2 7/8 across. And the longest point is 2 1/4. The pin is in amazing condition. No dings or bends or anything. Just beautiful. I'm not sure what era this is from. Let me see if it's all capitals, because some people know from the capital letters. This is one capital letter and a copyright. And the M is capitalized. The rest are lowercase. Some people can date them that way. I have the book and I've read it, but I forgot. Okay. And I do love that it has that double latch for security, because brooches do get lost. And I'm going to start this one at $55. Monet brooch, $55. And I think I did say I would do a buy it now. So if we can do that. The first one in the chat, just put Monet 55. I guess we'll do it that way so we can go a little faster. All right. If there's any interest, let me know. Okay. We'll move past this one pretty quickly, but I do want you to take a look at how pretty that is. It's also not very heavy, which is important, depending on what you want to wear it with. It's nice. I mean, it's not flimsy by any means, but it's not overbearing. $55 was the start on that Monet. Okay. Now I have some beautiful earrings. These are a gold tone with red rhinestones. If you like red, this is your set right here. And these are set with rhinestones on the inside and then on the outside. Can you see how when you turn, you're going to get some shine going there? And then they're simple on the back, halfway each angle. Just beautiful. These are nicely gold plated as well. And I believe this diameter is 1.5. I love hoops so much that I usually can tell. Yep, 1.5 just by looking at them, whether they're 1 inch or 2 inches or 1.5. So it's a nice, good size. Not very heavy. I will do a buy it now of $20. $20 on these wonderful gold clad red rhinestones. They look like crystals, actually. And these are actually stainless. They're marked stainless on the inside. 1.5 inch diameter. First one in the chat at $20. All right. Please contact me on these prices for buy nows. They are honored throughout the week. Just let me know if you watch this on the replay at your convenience. You will please let me know. Okay. Then I have some Robert Lee Morris sterling earrings. These are beautiful. They look like little pebble rocks. And these are 1 inch at their widest. They are clip. They are marked throughout. They're marked on the cartouche with his full name, Robert Lee Morris. They're marked on the stem of the clip. And they're hollow, so they're not heavy. They're just beautiful. Really gorgeous earrings. Robert Lee Morris, I've really come to appreciate his artistry. Very pretty earrings. Whoops. And I'll do these for, let's do a buy it now of $58. Robert Lee Morris, $58. Karen, you came in on the red ones. Thank you, Miss Karen. I'll put those aside for you. $58 on the, look how sculpturally beautiful those are. Don't they look like little pebbles in a lake or something? They're just amazing. Just amazing. All right. And very sculptural. And again, marked with his full name across here and even inside the cartouche. Robert Lee Morris all around that cartouche. Isn't that beautiful? That is really a pretty earring. All right, those are really gorgeous, and we're going to pass on these. These are really pretty too. Here's another vintage. These are made in Korea. So you know that's early 80s, late 70s. And these actually have 14 karat gold posts. They still have their original tag there, but these are 14 karat gold post. And that does not mean the stopper. It means the post here. They did a lot of that also in the 70s because people were very cognizant of allergies and so forth. And these articulate beautifully with little hearts. Aren't those gorgeous? And I will do these for a buy now of $34. $34, and they're very nicely clad in gold too. Trifari, still packaged, 14 karat gold post on those. The drop on those is 3/4 of an inch. So they're not teeny. Vintage Trifari, 14 karat gold post, made in Korea. You know, we don't get much jewelry and things from Korea anymore. Kind of a telltale of a vintage item there. Aren't those sweet? I love those interlocked hearts, especially that there's three. Usually see two. Okay, we will pass on these. Now I have a fantastic Brighton, and you know Brighton uses crystals, Swarovski crystals on their jewelry. And Brighton rarely does the gold tone, but when they do it incredibly well. They really, really do. Look at that wonderful brush finish. That actually looks like a kind of an antique gold finish, like a 10K. Not saying it is. I'm saying that's the look they were going for. Just a beautiful, beautiful Brighton bangle with Swarovski crystals all around. And it just kind of clamps shut there. Beautiful. It looks so pretty on. It's a nice size too. I wear 7 1/4. It does fit me very nicely. It's not big, not cumbersome in any way. And those crystals, boy, they are super sparkly. Great condition. Brighton. There's the bee on the inside. I hope you can see it there. Sometimes the lighting is a little off. Great condition for its age. I see a little discoloration only on the inside there. Nothing on the outside. Really pretty. A little cleaning would really make those sparkle even more. And I'll do this Brighton for $28. $28 Swarovski crystals, very rare gold tone. Really looks like a vintage gold finish on that. And that's $28. Brighton bracelet. Thank you, Miss Mary. Isn't she pretty? I think she's gorgeous. I love it. And we did do a buy it now, so that one is going home with Miss Mary. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this is kind of random, but some people do collect these. This is a sterling spoon, souvenir spoon. And it is marked right there. Hey, Miss Becky, how are you? Thanks for popping in. It is marked. It looks like it says 980 or 90, but I tested it for sterling, and I think this is really just a some kind of a serial number or something. And let me see what country this is from. This is from, I have no idea, probably Germany or somewhere. Rothenburg T. Rathaus. Rathaus. It's got a beautiful little scene there. Sounds German to me. Look at the crown at the top. Really pretty. Just a cute little spoon. Some people do use these for their sugar and things, or some people like to collect them. Either way, it's a beautiful little vintage sterling spoon. And I will do it for, let's do 32 on it. $32. Very cool. $32 on that spoon. With that, I'm going to ask you to give me 2 minutes so I can just check on my sourdough stretch. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. Thank you for coming in, Becky. What are you up to? I was offering this one too. I'll show that again. This is to carry your jewelry. And I even offered a ring for it. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I only need about 20 more of those throughout the course here. That was the first stretch and fold of my sourdough baking. All right. Okay, here's another beautiful drop that I have. It's a little necklace with a crystal drop, very nicely cut. It is AB. I don't know if it's naturally AB or what, but it's just reflecting so much. I don't know if it's coated there or what. It is on a vintage brassy chain. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you? Thanks for popping in. And I don't remember if this is sterling. I think it's just a silver tone. Could have been a gold filled. Let me check that marking again. But I love crystal drops. They're just so fun. I love those, and I love, yeah, it is Mark. I love those, and you remember those old rings that we used to buy in the 80s and 70s? And they had like cubes of crystal, and they were so rainbowy and cute. All right. Wow. This is 14K. So we're going to test that. It might just be the little, people do doctor their jewelry. It might just be this because I don't believe this chain is 14K, but it does say 14K on the clasp. So let me pull this for a minute. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I really am. But I don't want to take it apart and whatever. And I wouldn't know how to price it right now. So we're going to pass on that. Uh, all right. Let me show you this beautiful lady. If I could go back in time, I know the times were rough, to say the least, in these times before electricity and all that stuff. But I would dress this way. I just think it's so beautiful. What is this? Edwardian? I even like the hair. I used to do my hair like that in the 70s. I used to do that little, I think they called it the loaf. I was really into costume. Anyway, this is a beautiful little porcelain piece. It almost looks like Wedgwood stuff. This is absolutely gorgeous. I used to put this in my backdrop for about, I don't know how many years since I bought it. It is almost 3 inches. She's absolutely beautiful. I love her muted tones. I can't tell you if this is hand painted. I am not schooled to even guess. But I will tell you she's absolutely beautiful. She's extra large. She looks great on a high collar or with a scarf, holding your best scarf. And she is 2 1/4 this way and almost 3 this way. So she's absolutely huge. She is numbered. Number 10 is the only mark I see on it. She could be gold filled. She does have that little patina of gold filled, but I wouldn't swear on it. And she's just absolutely amazing. Really beautiful. And I will do a buy it now on her for $85. $85 on this beautiful porcelain lady with my absolute favorite era. I really like the Edwardian look, and I like the early 30s. Some of the 20s fashions I really gravitate towards too. I just love watching period piece old TV and movies, and it's mostly to just stare and wonder in awe of the fashions and jewelry they had and wore. All right, so we're going to pass on her. Isn't she beautiful? Does she look like someone you know? She's got a beautiful kind of a heart-shaped face, doesn't she? I don't see jewelry, but look at that collar. It almost appears to be fluffy, like a little cloud. All right, we will pass on her for now. And I have a new pearl necklace to show you. Beautiful freshwater pearl with a wonderful little blister here, a Baroque. This is sterling. It's marked there, sterling. These are really nice and uniform too. Isn't that pretty? And this cream color is just beautiful. I think it's about 18 inches, but let me double check. And let me get a little bust to display it. Thank you again for being so patient with me doing my sourdough over there every 20 minutes. Yeah, it's 18, 19 really, but comfortably at 18 would probably be the maximum. I like that. I like that you can wear it a little bit shorter. Isn't that pretty? I think that's a really stunning look there. Very unique. That's a huge, it's the size of a grape right there. Just beautiful. And I will do this for a buy it now of $62. Buy now, $62. Thank you for popping in, Miss Karen. Miss Becky, if you're still here, can you share Karen's channel? She comes on early on today, which is what, Sunday? And I think she also does a weekday one auction. And she's out of Canada, but she has very, very reasonable shipping, almost like just like you're in the US. So fantastic, wonderful channel. You need to go check it out. That was $62 here on the pearls. Very nicely made. Really, really substantial and pretty. Okay. Those are those pearls there. What is here? Oh, this is that Holly Yashi. Really nice. She's very, very popular. Does crystal work as well. And then that wonderful metal fabrication where they color it. Copper on this side. But this is sterling. This is so pretty. Here is her tag. I hope you can read it. Holly Yashi. I don't know if Becky left. Yeah, Holly Yashi. Look that up. Her jewelry is quite collectible. and wonderful quality elements that she incorporates into her designs. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just a perfect little base for layering. All right, I think I'm going to check out here real quick. Look for Miss Karen's channel, because Becky's probably tending to her chickens. Becky has chickens. Isn't she lucky? She really does. Okay. Let me see if I can find you. Oh, it's just at Karen Montreal. All I have to do is click that part, and you should be able to find it that way. Copy. Here we go. Hey, Becky, you're back. Did you? All right. I think if you click the app, you'll find her as well. Okay. Becky, I'm feeling a little better today. Does my voice sound a little better? Did I give you a price on this? I'll do it now. I will do her for $44. Sterling silver, absolutely gorgeous. Please check the comps, but don't ever share them in my live auctions. No need for it. We all do internet. We know how to do it. And we know that checking the comps is just the beginning of research. It's not something you want to just throw into a chat and get people all frenzied out. So I don't do it. Okay. Here's another wonderful piece. I adore this. This is, I forgot that fancy name they use for this kind of carnelian. But these are natural stones. Just beautiful. Sterling silver. This is a sterling silver adornment here. Kind of looks like a little crocodile, doesn't it? Beautiful. 44 on the Yashi. Thank you so much. That one is yours. I appreciate it. Miss Ives. Thank you for coming in on the holly. Isn't she pretty? Her work is so pretty. And I had 2 pairs of earrings, and I've literally lost one of each. They're still here. I'm hoping I can find their mates soon. They're still here somewhere, but they're so pretty. She does very unique work. All right, this ornament here in the front is 3 5/8 long. Very heavy and beautiful. And this is really a nice piece. And I think I was going to measure it, wasn't I? It is sterling. And this is, what is it called? Some kind of carnelian. Granule. I forgot. I honestly forgot. I just bought a disc of the same kind. I mean, like a crystal ball, like this one here. But this is a globe. But I have a rose quartz. And I just bought a carnelian one, and it's kind of the same way. But I forgot the name. All right, 20 inches. Well, actually 18. 18, I'm sorry. 18 inches long. Sterling silver, carnelian. That wonderful pendant at the front is sterling as well. And super hefty. I mean, look at that. That is thick. And I don't know. I've brought this before, but I don't remember what I had it for. But I will do it for, let's do a buy now of 110. Buy now 110. All of this has been tested. It is indeed sterling. It is silvery color. It's not, it looks kind of yellowish on the camera, but it's not. It's just gorgeous. 110 on that one. Buy now. Thank you all 19 people who are here. Please take the time to go over to the bottom of the screen and hit that thumbs up for me if you would. It really helps spread the channel awareness around YouTube. Did a fly just come in here? Oh my gosh. That's another problem we're having in this neighborhood. Can't open the door. All right, looks like there's no interest on that carnelian, but look at this one. Look at this big chunky thing. Isn't that pretty? They are. They're horrible. Absolutely horrible. We keep a fan in the laundry room where we go in and out of all the time on full blast just to blow them away so they don't come in as we open the door. It's awful. All right, this is a nice big chunk of carnelian. Carnelian. It is 1 inch. It fits my torque perfectly. It'll look really cute on a long chain as well. And I haven't tested this, but I feel like I did at one time, but I won't say that it's sterling, but it's absolutely beautiful, and I will do it for $10. Just a big chunk of carnelian for people who really like having those crystals and stones around. And you can also, I think it's more free moving when it's on a chain as well. And it's so heavy that I feel like it really would have a lot of movement. I think I might even like it better on a chain. $10 on this one. Okay. Then I have a genuine pearl here. Sterling silver. Really beautiful. Kind of a Celtic look in a way. This is 1 inch. A little under an inch. 7/8 of an inch. It is a genuine pearl on sterling silver. It's got a nice bail. Will it go in my, yeah, it goes in here too, I think. Everything fits in this little. I'm just using this for a display though. 16 on the carnelian, 10 on the carnelian. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me find that cute carnelian. Here we go. And that's for Patricia. Thank you so much, Miss Patricia. Look at this cute little pearl. This is like a perfect little gift for the graduate, for someone who's doing their first Holy Communion or something special this time of year, because it's very delicate, but it also looked great for anybody, really, even on a longer chain. And it is a real pearl, sterling silver, and I'll do this for a buy now of $15. Buy now $15 on the little pearl pen. It's got a nice necklace pendant bail. I hate when some things like one of my favorite stores is James Avery, as you know, but they started doing some of their charms that they used to do for pendants. Not all of them, but some of them they would offer a pendant bail, and now they do just the round like a charm bail, and I really think it makes a difference on how things look. $16 on this one. If there's any interest. Genuine pearl, sterling silver, just a nice little cutout, kind of, I think, kind of a Celtic design, but could be wrong. All right, so that was 16. Now I have a lovely mini pin with a gemstone, 10 karat gold. 16. Karen, thank you so much for coming in on that pearl. This is 10 karat gold. Let me go ahead and weigh it for you so you know. Because that little stone is teeny. It's not going to weigh anything, I'm sure. You warm up this scale. 1.1 gram on that. And I think last time I showed this, Jason was saying they were lingerie pins, but I think they're beautiful on a blouse. Especially, I like to wear pins and brooches, and it's just a simple C-class, so I believe it is antique. Could be wrong. Could just be vintage. It looks like a little ruby in there. Looks a little bit too light to be a garnet, but it could be a garnet. And it is 7/8 of an inch. 10 karat gold. Let me see if I can still see that mark. Yeah, it's 10K right on the little mechanism there. You may not be able to see it, but it is marked 10K right there. Oops. Right there. There you go. And here's the stone. It's really beautiful. It could just be what's that other stone? That Madeira garnet, because it kind of looks that color, but I don't know. Either way, I'm sure it's a gemstone, and it's really beautiful. 10 karat gold, 1.1 gram. And I will do it for, let's do it. I now have $88. Isn't that pretty? It's a very delicate little piece. I like to wear things like this on, usually I have problems with button up shirts. So that's why I love putting this on that button that I know will start gapping. All right. That was 10 karat gold, $88. Welcome in, everyone. Halifax. Wonderful. Thank you for coming in. All right. Then I have shown you these fabulous Hardy, John Hardy, sterling silver, 18 karat gold. Absolutely fantastic. Citrine stones. There's a halo of gold. All of these little drops in the middle are gold. They have a very secure, and honestly, they put all of this because they can be weighty. So they do this so they don't droop. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. And thanks for bringing those chips. My favorite. No. 18 karat gold is the accent. Solid gold, if they're not solid, they wouldn't be marked. If they're just washed, they do not mark it for gold. They just mark it for the sterling content. But this one has the mark for John Hardy as well as the purity mark. And I want to show you that up close. These are a little heavy. Let me know if you're sensitive to that, and I can weigh that as well. Okay. Now, what did I do with the other one? I just had the stand, but my husband disturbed me a little bit with coming in with snacks. See how they close here? So they're very, very nice. All right, I know I've had these at different price ranges. And as I said, you can always Google it. No need to share it in the chat. Some people may not know what they have. They'll list them for $100. Somebody may overprice them at $2,000. I don't know. So I don't really go by comps. I just will let you know that they are John Hardy 18 karat gold and sterling silver and citrine beautifully bezel set. And I'll do them for a buy now 400. Buy now $400. They're beautiful. They really are gorgeous. Let me tell you what they drop. They drop a little over an inch. Yeah, they drop to about 1 and 11, 1 and 1/8 is the drop. Very nice. $400. Buy now. Good this week. Let me know if you see this later. There's the markings. 18 karat, 925. John Hardy. I will honor the price, but not for long. Designer jewelry is really, really high right now. Gold is high, and then, of course, the designers have to put an extra for their wonderful genius, etc. So, do let me know on those. Okay. There's that alarm again. I'll go check it in a minute. Stretch and fold, stretch and fold. And I do appreciate your patience. I know someone's going to complain, but that's okay. You know, I have to live my life. I got to make bread. Man cannot live on jewelry alone. And man cannot live on bread alone. So we need all of it. Little this little drop is 1 1/4 across. Aren't they beautiful, CZs? Cut like stars. Absolutely beautiful. And the length is 16 inches. And it is sterling through and through. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I like stars, though. I like all the celestial bodies and jewelry motifs there in. So I will do, she's nice and heavy too. Nice and heavy, really well made. I'll do it for $42. Let's do a buy now. 42 on the beautiful CZ. These are cut like stars. They are not just set in there. Sterling silver, $42. Buy now. Gorgeous. If you take care of the CZs, they will take care of you, believe me. They do not get dull until you just abuse them and shower with them and put perfume on them and, all that stuff. I feel like sometimes that little neck drowns out the jewelry with the linen or silk material. $42. Buy now. Sterling silver. Beautiful CZ stars. Okay. And I really want to wear this now. I'm going to put it on. But let me know. Prices are good for the week. Okay. Here is a lovely, this is designer piece as well. You can see that a lot of love was put in this beautiful cuff. This is rose quartz. This is strawberry quartz. Just gorgeous. A very comfortable cuff bracelet. I've shown it a few times. I can't believe I still own it because it's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it pretty? I don't know. It's so otherworldly. Just beautiful. All of that is like macrameed in. These are set. These are not held there. They are set. This is just an extra element they added of design there. And I will do this for a buy now of $58. $58 buy now on this one. If we have any interest on that. That is $58. Very comfortable. There's nothing, I don't know, it's some kind of memory going on in here, memory metal. But she just finished it off so nicely. There are no sharp edges anywhere. Everything is comfortable and beautiful. And the diameter on that is 2 3/4. So it should fit, I would say, even 8.5, because you can have a gap and still wear it. And I wear 7 1/4. Really nice on there. Welcome in everyone who's here. Please forgive me if I didn't say hello. I do like to just get the show on the road, but your presence is greatly appreciated. I do want you to know that. Okay, here's another fabulous little bracelet. I do love to throw on a little boho, a little hippie. Oh, well, thank you so much. Isn't Karen fabulous? I just shared her channel a minute ago, but you were already there. But some people may not have been there, and she's got amazing jewelry. She's beautiful. She wears everything so wonderfully. Great stylist. So go check her out. This one stretches out to 8.5, but it has the little notches, kind of like, remember the old bags, like Dooney and Burke bags, when you button on their little straps. That's kind of the way this works. All real leather, beautiful. This is obviously an artisan piece. These can also be interchanged. So they probably sold different ones that you could replace it with. I think it's cute because you could also, why not hang some charms on there? Right? This one on brass says, anyone who says sunshine brings happiness has never danced in the rain. So I think that's a cool one. I will do this one for a buy now of $12. I'm sure this probably sold for a lot more. These are very, very custom and obviously hand done, but that's what we'll do it for today. I think it's just really cool. When you want to put on your little boho hippie vibe, this is a good one. Okay. And so soft. This is that wonder. Oh, wouldn't you love a bag with this fabric? With this leather? I would. And a jacket too. Now I have I think someone told me this was celluloid. I thought it was bone. And I still think it's bone. And I even thought it was ivory at one time, but I think it's more either, I think it's bone or it could be celluloid. Let me let you look at the marks in the back. You know, the little striations, which are not quite like anything we see in ivory, but look how pretty that is. It's got birds there. I really thought when I first saw these, I thought they were skulls. Don't they have sort of a skull look about them? But they're little elephants. Very cool. It's got the barrel, hidden barrel clasp here. Very nice. And this measures to where it is 18 inches, including the drop. It goes to an 11-inch drop, 22 inches, I guess, by the time it drops there. But it is wearable 18. It's really pretty. You have that wonderful look of ivory and bone, but it's not ivory. And I really love the way they carve those elephants on pedestals there. Let's do a buy now of $40 on this one. Buy now $40 if we have any interest. And thank you so much, Miss Shawnella. Am I saying that right? Shawnella? I really appreciate you telling me where you found the channel and for you being here. It's really, really important to me that you enjoy the channel, and let me know how you're enjoying it. When you come back, leave a comment in the replay if you would, if you have a couple of minutes next when it goes up for replay, probably tomorrow. Hi, Miss Lynn Miller. All right, we're going to pass on the beautiful elephant, and I think these are, I kind of want to say peacocks, but I'm not sure. It's got kind of a natural little sway here, I guess, from the carving. It's a very pretty piece. All right, we're going to pass on that. Let's do pearls now. We could all use the dark pearls as well. Look how pretty these are, sort of a Tahitian color. These are freshwater, just beautiful. And sterling clasp. This is 18 inches long. Yep, 18 inches. And here is your mark. And of course, I tested this. 925 sterling mark on there. This looks really pretty mixed with your other pearls or with a pendant on it. I always feel like it almost looks like Navajo pearls because of that silvery color. You don't really get too much of the peacock colors on this. This is truly more of a Tahitian color. Now, Tahitian is a certain type of pearl, so I'm not calling it Tahitian because these are freshwater. But isn't that pretty? And of course, you could always add a beautiful pendant like the wonderful little bug we had here. Here or even here. And this one, see, is at an angle. Wouldn't that look pretty? So I will do these pearls for a buy now of $58. Sterling on those. $58. Great 18-inch strand. Good size as well. Will fit really well, I think, in a bale, in a larger bale. $58. Buy now. Sterling silver clasp. Genuine pearls. Any interest at $58. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice size. You can still see a lot of the beautiful orient, though. I mean, it does have a depth of color to it, but it's not that stark, obviously dyed color that some of them do that are in my opinion, a little garish with the green and purples. This is a really subtle hue to it. Really pretty. They are knotted. Okay, we're going to pass on the pearls. And I have another set of freshwater. These are, I think they call these rice pearls because they kind of look like oversized grains of rice, but they're so pretty. And look at that beautiful nacre as well on those. Beautiful orient, nice color to them. And the clasp on this, I believe, is 14 karat. It is marked here and tested. 14 karat. So it's a very, very nice strand. Again, these are so nice with pendants. They really, I am loving the look of, it's very old world, 16th century. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I love wearing them as necklaces. They just add so much more than a chain can ever. I also have some, colored ruby beads, and not colored, but ruby beads, emerald beads, or even faux. You have a nice thin strand. They always look so nice. This one measures 18 inches as well. It is 14 karat on the clasp, fully tested, not clad, but 14 karat. And I will do these for a buy now of $98 on the freshwater pearls with 14 karat gold clasp. And I didn't push that all the way in because I wanted to hurry up and show it to you. Any interest on those pearls? $98. Buy now. We're doing buy now so we can finish up quickly. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to let you look at that. I know my alarm went off a minute ago for my sourdough. So if you need to go to the ladies' room or get a beverage, I'll let you look at a few things I've already showed. And let me go stretch and fold. That'll take me all of 3 minutes, maybe 2. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. My puppy will not leave me alone when I start making sourdough. It's like he knows. And he'd probably eat the dough if I gave it to him, but I don't. But I do give him a couple of bites of the crust and everything. All right, we were offering this nice, hey, I didn't even realize this had a mirror. I may have to keep that. I was offering that jewelry box. Have you guys heard, we were talking about it earlier, the term geocaching? If you have, let me know in the comments, in the chat here, because I think it's so interesting. Geocaching. Geocaching is like you go on adventures to find treasure, but I think people are turning it into events where people are sharing jewelry. Have you heard of that? It's on YouTube. It really is. Okay, these fabulous sterling earrings are drop hoops. They are 1.5 diameter. Absolutely gorgeous. Mexican. Beautiful metal fabrication there. I don't know what they call this. This is not hammered. It looks crinkly. I don't know what it's called. I know it has a term. The hooks, of course, are sterling as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And since it's a buy it now, I'm going to do a buy it now of $62. You have heard about it, Becky? Oh, okay. What have you heard about it? Do share. Do share in the chat because I just learned about it about an hour ago. $62. Buy now. Sterling silver. Absolutely beautiful. Mexican design. They're not overly big. They really aren't. Again, the diameter is 1.5 The drop itself, because of the hook, is 2 1/8. I love a dangle hoop. You know what's so interesting about dangle hoops is they've been around forever. You watch the old period pieces or even the old movies from the 30s and 40s, and the women are wearing dangle hoops. Is the sound still holding up, or am I still sounding muzzly? And I know when I got up, you probably didn't hear me very well, but right now that we've been sitting here together, what have you experienced? Please do let me know. All right, let's do this wonderful German bracelet. Sound is good. Thank you, Miss Miller. Just a really fabulous thing I found. First of all, I love the chain. It is sort of a frosty, textured chain on it. It is marked Germany. It doesn't say East Germany, West Germany, anything like that. It usually says West Germany on some, right? This one just says Germany. So very, very vintage. And these little drops were sold to me as glass, but I do believe they are smoky quartz. Of course, I don't have a gem tester. Don't believe in them anyway. They're 9 times out of 10, you're wasting your money on them. So I'm just going to sell them as a brown gemstone. Okay, and it can be glass, it can be smoky. Either way, it's a beautiful bracelet. I think it's fantastic. I love these old timey looking charm bracelets. I did have one with like a variety of gems, but I don't think it was a clasp like this. I don't remember. And I think I sold it. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, I'm just going to sell it for its vintage value, aesthetic value, and I will do a buy now of $34 on it. And it makes a wonderful little melodic sound as well. $34, German engineering. Isn't it pretty? $34 buy now on that one. If we have any interest, mark simply German on it. Very cool. I don't know what they call this finish because you can actually feel it. All right. Seen all kinds of items left in a box. Oh, okay. Becky, you're so astute, so on it, so in the loop. Depends too on the size of the box, but all kinds of swag. Never heard of jewelry. Yes, young girls. I've been watching some of the Buy It Now videos. Not Buy It Now videos. What's in my bag videos. And a lot of the young girls are carrying things to participate in geocaching. And I mean, it doesn't look like it's anything elaborate. First of all, most of them are not celebrities or anything, and they're young, so they'll just carry like a little sterling band or a cute little watch or something, a trinket of some sort. People are wearing watches again, believe it or not, and things like that. And that was the first time I heard about it. So thanks for sharing, Becky. I think it's a cool idea. And I think I was in the middle of telling you about a lady at the cafeteria one day who took off her earrings and just gave them to my daughter because my daughter said she liked them. She gave her a compliment. And I just thought that was so cool. And then I was told that a lot of people do that. It's a cool idea. I did that with my post office lady once and she freaked out. And it was after it had happened to us. And her and I had butt heads a couple of times. And she was like the old guard there at the post office. And she was very strict about how people would pack those flat rate boxes. And one time she thought I had done something, and then she says, "You're always doing it." I said, "No, I'm not. I've never ever tried to put more than, try to like force the box shut." And then because she had just gotten mad at somebody else who had done it. But anyway, long story short, we became like besties, which can happen when you decide to turn the other cheek, right? Here's a fabulous watch. It is working. It is sterling silver, Native American tips here. Beautiful. Some people call these water birds, thunderbirds, eagles. You pick your bird, you call it what you want. It is genuine coral, turquoise, chipped inlay there. Just beautiful. I do like the way they did that brushy type of background on this one as well. It's a Columbia watch. We did put a good battery in it. We don't like those cheap batteries that you get at the dollar store that last like 2 days. So it is ready to be worn. Absolutely gorgeous. I am going to do a buy it now, and I'm going to do it for 150. 150. And I know people are turning these into rings and all kinds of things, but I do love a good Native American watch tip. I like watches though. So that's a buy now of 150 if anybody's interested. I know, she was really kind. Any interest on the watch? Isn't that pretty? See that inlay? Give me a minute. I forgot to turn on my timer to go back and do the stretch and fold again. Don't want to miss. Don't want to miss that. Okay. All right, let me show you the perfume that I have. And of course, these are never going to be found at your local Ross or anything like that because these are new. This is a brand new rendition from Gucci. It's called Ambrosia d'Oro. Ambrosia d'Oro. D'Oro. This is Italian, I assume. And the word anyway. This is the Eau de Parfum. It is a 1.6 fluid ounce. And it does smell amazing. I got a bottle myself. Beautiful. I think it's a white bottle. I don't want to open it because it is sealed. Absolutely authentic. I do encourage you to look at the regular price because you are getting a discount here. And I am doing this one for 110. And this one has tuberose, jasmine. It is very, very rich, very sophisticated, very elegant fragrance. This is not something you're going to smell on everyone for sure. Just beautiful. Then Calvin Klein is back big time with a new fragrance, Euphoria Solar Elixir. And this one is the 1.6, also the Parfum. And it is a spray. Absolutely great as well. And this one we're doing for 75. Let me go get that bottle that I have. It's a little bigger bottle so you can see the design. Yeah, this is a really nice fragrance. Very, very rich. So it has a wonderful opaque bottle. Now this is the larger size. So yours will be smaller. This is the 3 ounces. But isn't that pretty? And I love a simple, able to grasp bottle because I can't tell you how many beautiful fancy bottles that I've dropped because if they're not easy to hold, like it's the shape of a diamond or something. I think one designer put one in the shape of a diamond and I almost broke that one. But this is it here. 110 for this size. And the new Calvin Klein is 75. If there's any interest in those are buy it now prices as well. But do let me know because I have not tried this one and I'm very, very, very anxious. I've heard great things about it. Plus, please please know that you are able to go on YouTube and ask for a review. Search a review on these and you'll get a little bit more knowledge about them. You'll see the bottle, etc. But I know this one is ambrosia, jasmine, tuberose, I think so. Just really, really elegant notes on that. Okay. That is the fragrance, and of course I still have the Chanel Leo as well. And this is the 1.7 ounces, 50 ml as well. Absolutely authentic, still sealed and boxed as well. Okay, let me show you some beautiful little coin earrings. I like these because they're just a nice little disc. No dangles or anything. And I think they have sort of a French wording around them. Of course, they're faux coins. These are pierced post. And I think they're about the size of a little bigger than a nickel. They're barely an inch on that diameter. And I'll do a buy now of $12 on the coin earrings. Good. I'm glad the sound is kind of steady now. It was getting kind of crackling and all kinds of issues with it. And these are silver as well. Usually the gold coin is pretty common, gold tone coin jewelry. I think the silver tone is a lot more rare, though I did have some other ones last week with dangles and silver tone, but I put those away. Okay. Now I have these lovely earrings here. These are gorgeous. I believe these are crystals. I could be wrong. I could be selling you gems and not know it. But the only marking I see on them is 77. And they do have a really nice lever back closure. They're marked 77 right there. You're welcome to, like I said, research on them. Don't let me know what you find, though, because I'll probably be very disappointed. Or rather anxious, because I'm sure they're super, super high end. They just exude quality. They really, really do. And really pretty ones. They orient this way too, so they already kind of asymmetrical. Just beautiful. And I'll do these for a buy now of $75. Buy now $75. Okay, that measures 5/8 of an inch. If I try to make it, square and measure, it's 5/8 of an inch. Beautiful. The color of rubies. No, the color of garnets. Really, really deep red. And they sit this way on your ear. Just beautiful. Okay. So I don't know what their purity of metal is or anything like that. Your guess is as good as mine. Let me know if you researched it. Don't have time to do it. Selling at aesthetic value alone today, $75 buy now. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here's some really beautiful vintage rhinestone emerald green clip-on silver tone on the back. You can't hardly see the metal in the front, but they're just beautiful. Oval. They are an inch long. And I will do these for a buy now of $18. Emerald green, beautiful. Buy now, $18 on these. I believe the outer ones are glass, and this is an acrylic stone. It feels like an acrylic stone. So they're not too heavy, really pretty. $18. Buy now. No mark on them. Really pretty though. All right, so those are $18. Let me see what else we have here. Oh, I have a little charm pendant actually, because this one has a really nice bail. And it has a little heart on the home. Just beautiful. This is great for someone who just bought their first house. Home is where the heart is, huh? Sterling silver. Great little charm. And I'll do this one for $10. Buy now, $10. Sterling charm. Solid too. Really nice. Just moving out some charms at a good price. At first I thought this was like a little doghouse, but it's not. And I can see the sentiment now. Home is where the heart is. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay. Then I have a travel charm. This one. Watches tonight. I just showed only the Native American watch. And I do have a jeweled watch as well. Let me get that one. But I don't have a whole lot of watches around me right now, but thanks for asking. I'll bring them next time for sure. This says South Bend, Indiana, Indianapolis, Lincoln Boyhood Home. So pretty for the traveler. Huge too. And this one is 1 1/8, and I'll do this one for, let's do it for $17. Sterling silver, $17. Lincoln's Boyhood Home. Very hefty too. And it's marked with the word sterling spelled out there. Okay. Then I have this beautiful charm. I think this one says Merry Christmas, and it's got a church with, looks like some trees maybe, and it's very 3D there. Protrudes a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. Still beautifully shiny. Marked in the back here. Sterling. Merry Christmas, it says. And it says M&M. M&M sterling is what it says on the back. And I'll do this one for $24. Buy now, $24. Vintage charm. Absolutely beautiful. Merry Christmas is what it says. I love that. I love the little church with that high steeple and everything. Isn't that nice? Whoops. Merry Christmas. I hope you can see all that detail. Then I have a Texas charm. This one's beautiful and big. This one needs a bail, so you'll have to take it in. If you want to put it on your bracelet anyway, they'll give you a bail. And it's got all the Texas landmarks on here. Well, maybe not all of them, but some of them. Welcome in, Trigger. Thanks for being here. Let me show you that other little watch. Fort Worth, Dallas. Well, it's got the Alamo. El Paso, Houston, San Antonio. It's got an oil derrick at the top, it looks like. And the Alamo and a steer. The longhorn steer. Hook'em horns. This is a nice big one. I really like this one. And it is a vintage one. And it is marked in words as well, sterling. In the word sterling. And this one is almost an inch. Yeah, I would say it's an inch wide and an inch and 11/16. 1/16. I keep saying 11. 1/16 is the dimension. Let's do a buy now of 22 on this one. Texas is 22. Buy now, sterling silver, vintage. That'd make a great pendant. I may have to order a little pendant that I can hook on there because that's big enough for a nice pendant if you're a Texas proud person. All right, let's look at this little watch. This might be a little bit too much as far as as far as what you were looking for. It is running. I do see the second hand. Isn't that beautiful? These are the color of Madeira garnets. And then the halo around the face is sort of morganite color. Let me see what the name is. Can you see the hand moving? So it is ready to wear. I know this is probably not the kind of watch you were looking for. Sissy and Faye is the name of this. I think it was like a jewelry channel. Really beautiful. It still has the plastic on the back. But like I said, my husband did put some fresh. We don't do the fresh batteries on all the watches right away because it can kill the watch if you leave it on too long and it's not being worn, etc. But anyway, and then this has a hidden, the little dial, whatever it's called, the stem. So you have to go in, but it's easy to change. I can do this for a buy now of $40. Buy now $40 on this jeweled watch. But that's all I have out for a watch right now. I do have, excuse me. I know I had a Ferragamo watch and other watches, but I don't have them today. I will try to bring them back for next week, though, okay? And I appreciate you asking because I rarely bring watches because they don't move as much as I would like them to. Occasionally I've sold some, but not as often as I'd like to. I have another wonderful Kendra. This one is sort of a, I don't know, what would you call this? Maybe a mother of pearl stone on it. It is gold tone. It's in great condition. Still has the bar on it. Really nice. And of course, these are 16 inches. 16 to 18 because it does have a little bit of an extender there. And here's her other logo there. And I have two of these actually. I have one with the opal, sort of a man-made opal there. And this one's more of a mother of pearl. So you can see the colors on this one. And this one's just more of a nice little orient, that pearlized orient that you get with that kind. One is gold. Are they both gold? I can't hardly tell with these bright lights. Yeah, it looks like they're both gold tone. Just beautiful. These also look really nice stacked. And I will do these for a buy now of $28. Choice. They're both gold tone. Beautiful. Buy now, $28. See, people are wearing them like this too. One of my coworkers really has a thing for Kendra, and she wears them stacked. Then she's got a teeny tiny one. Have y'all seen the teeny tiny ones? Really pretty. And then she'll sometimes wear that long little tassel. So that's your choice there on the Kendras. $28, your choice. The classic Kendra. $28. And Kendra is still garnering a good penny, so that's a nice little discount here today on the Kendra. It looks like 21 people are here. Can y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me if you don't mind? If you enjoy these auctions on YouTube, you enjoy the channel and the videos, take a little time to go over there and hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen there, please. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I have a wonderful little koi ceramic, not ceramic, porcelain, excuse me. This is Franz, Franz, collectible, collezione, I believe it is. And this is a Hawaiian artisan. So it is just gorgeous. I mean, this truly captures nature. Yes, in many form, but look at that face. I think it's so beautiful. And again, I encourage you to look up comps just so you can know for yourself how the value, the perceived value, and the true value, and the discount value. Absolutely beautiful. This really looks like it was gilded with some kind of carat gold, but the only marking is France. Look at the wonderful variation in hue and tone there on that enameling over porcelain here. Just gorgeous. And I'll do this one for a buy now of $80. Buy now, $80. This looks fantastic on a torque where it would be nice and secure. It's not very heavy, but you don't want it banging around anywhere because it is porcelain. Beautiful. $80, buy now. I mean, those eyes, they really have life. They really, really do. Buy now, $80 on the Franz Collezione Hawaiian Artisan. Just gorgeous. It does have both eyes, too. This is really pretty on. This is beautiful with, I have some coral bead necklaces, and I always kind of frame it with the beaded necklaces, and then with my gold tone torque, it looks really fabulous. Buy now, $80. There's that alarm again. All right, we're going to pass on that one. For now, please contact me at thelmahordes@gmail.com. All that information is in the description box of the videos. If you see this later and are interested, anything piqued your interest, just contact me. We will sell it. We will honor these prices for at least a week. This little beautiful mother of pearl is half an inch. It is so pretty. It is Native American. Just beautiful. I do have it on a vintage sterling chain. Let me make sure it's sterling and not gold. Yeah, it is sterling. It's a really nice curved chain. Nice and sturdy, but not overshadowing this delicate little piece. This is 16 inches. So it's a really nice little drop of mother of pearl. Nice cut work, Native American. I'll do this for a buy now of $40. Buy now, $40. Native American mother of pearl pendant. That is really substantial. I hope you can see that pretty cut work. Unsigned, vintage, Native American. Very pretty piece. Okay. We're going to pass on that one. And let me just plug in my computer real quick because I'm looking at the chat through the computer and I don't want to lose the chat and have to start all over again. Restart the computer is always a nuisance. Restarting it is always a nuisance. Does anybody have any plans for the long holiday? Anybody going out of town? I wish I was, but I have too much to do. Can't swing it this time. Okay, let me see where we are here. All right, we are plugged in now. All right, here's a really pretty bedazzler. Designed in the USA, still tagged. Nice toggle with an adjustable length here. Hey, Miss Tanya, how are you? Thanks for popping in. How are you? Yeah, this extends all the way to 9 inches. So easily wearable for everyone. Boy, is that like blingy? I love that watch. Let me take it off though, because it's overshadowing the bracelet I'm trying to sell here. Isn't it pretty? It's got a very nice design of curb chains, and then it's flanked here by some rhinestones. And it's still tagged, so it's ready to give as a gift. Made in China, lead free. Nice weight on it too. It's a pretty piece. I'll do a buy now of, let's do buy now 12 on it. Buy now $12. Hey, it's almost Christmas. People are going to have those Christmas in July sales soon. This would make a great present for someone who loves jewelry. Buy now $12 on the, and it's in great condition, still tagged and new. I really like the way they did this. It's got a nice little kind of almost a rocker feel to it with that bold gold and then the nice sparkle. Buy now $12 on that. Thank you for considering that. Let's see what else we have in this tray over here. Oh, here's another really pretty one. This is a nice, beautiful blue. These are acrylic stones. I think there's a mark there. So it's got a really nice look. It almost looks like lapis. Don't we love lapis and gold? I know I do. I used to have a lapis and gold ring. I sold it. I love the look of gold with blue. This is not lapis, but it just, it wants to be. It looks good too. Very nice gold tone bracelet. Oh, I know. I know. Absolutely. I wish I could make more videos, and I'm just waiting for summer so I can upload a little bit more often, because it's just like go, go, go. You get home, you're exhausted. I know I am anyway. From whatever I do. I mean, I could be out thrifting and I still get home exhausted. All right, so this will close up to a 7 1/4. Opened, it reaches 8, of course, almost 8, 7 3/4. But when you close it up, it'll fit anywhere from a 7 1/2, 7 1/4. Nice fold over clasp. I was going to read that, wasn't I? Let me see if it says anything. Not sure if it does. Yeah, I literally have to take breaks throughout the day. When I take my lunch break, okay, it is marked Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren, RLL. So nice brand. And let's do a buy now 15 on it. Ralph Lauren, $15 buy now. Okay. Yeah, I literally sit in my car for the 30-minute break that I have and close my eyes. I put an alarm just in case I doze off. I rarely do doze off. Oh, I put all the shades. I have several shades in my car. And I put on dark glasses. I used to have one of those little masks, those sleep masks, and I used to carry that in my car when I was going to school, because I would nap before class, because I was going to night classes, working all day in a special needs classroom. And then I would take that little 30-minute or 20-minute power nap. But these days, I just close my eyes. I listen to the lovely sound of birds and traffic. And it's not very heavy traffic, so faint traffic. And just shut it all out. I truly have to reset. All right, this is just a big, wonderful little shell with the blister pearls in there, running around, doing what they do. Looks like one of them got harvested. I'm not sure. There's a couple of pieces that were harvested. Really a natural, wonderful piece here. Looks great on a torque, but I also like this on a 20-inch chain. It looks very nice as well. Thank you very much for coming in on the Ralph Lauren, Miss Johnson. I got that for you. That is a buy now. So we will put that one aside. Thank you so much. Okay. And on this wonderful, look at that. It's a nice thick little shell. Let's do 15 on this. Of course, it's not coming with the hammered torque there, but I'm sure you have a little nylon cord or satin ribbon. That would look really pretty on a satin ribbon too for this one. So yeah, that's what I do. I just have to reset often, very often. Sometimes I do the little breathing that people recommend as well. That really is helpful. Okay, what did I say on this one? 15? Buy now 15. I think I said anybody in on this one? Let me know. All right, I've showed this little brooch up here, but I'm looking at it because I love it so much. But why did they have to do a peridot when I'm a ruby? Not all Leos are peridot. But those of you who are, here is your brooch. You have not one but two lions on a chariot of sorts. We have two tones going on here. We have some stars. Says Leo has a beautiful, that's probably one of those glow in the dark things, which I don't know where my flashlight is right now. I'm not concerned with it though, but it does look like one of those Mercury things. And isn't it pretty? It's by Art, I think. Let me make sure. It's either Art or Jerry. I love it. I wish it had a red stone. Yeah, it's by Art. Very dimensional. It goes to 1 3/4 by 1 5/8. And the silver lions, silver stars. We also have some gold stars. And then just that wonderful, and it's an oval cut too. It is a beautiful stone though. And I'll do a buy now of $24 on that one. Your Leo ladies and gentlemen are birthdays are coming up, July and August. Yeah. $24 buy now on that. Give me 1 minute. I got to go check that sourdough again. I'll let you look at my window. Maybe you'll see a red cardinal. We've been seeing a lot of red cardinals and monarchs. But please do give me 2 minutes because, again, man cannot eat only jewelry. Man cannot live on jewelry alone, nor bread alone. So we got to do both on the same day. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. It's just a quick stretch and fold on all four non-corners of that bowl. So that was done. And I appreciate your patience with me so much. But I've gotten really spoiled since I learned how to make sourdough. I did buy some bread the other day, though. I didn't want to, but we needed to. And I bought Mrs. Baird's, which is our local brand, but I bought a small loaf for my husband. And then I bought that very sinful, wonderful, is it Pepperidge Farm? Raisin cinnamon swirl. Oh my gosh. But I tell you what, I made chicken salad sandwiches in there, and I will never have a chicken salad sandwich on anything but my sourdough or that raisin. It was so good. It was sinfully good. Absolutely sinfully good. Crazy good. All right, this is just a nice, wonderful costume piece. Let me go down now. Did y'all see any cardinals or anything interesting out there besides the mailman? The mailman is actually coming by on a Sunday. I think they do special deliveries, don't they, on Sundays? God, this looks like real stones. I mean, look at that. Doesn't it? But I've checked the diamonds. They're not real. I mean, the little colorless stones. But it is so pretty. You could fool your Aunt Mabel and everybody else. And it is marked X, as in xylophone, XURPING. Mm, I don't know what that is. It's got a wonderful chain. It's 20 inches. And it's just beautiful. I think it's just a wonderful piece. Looks like a ruby and diamonds. I'll do $25 out the door. Buy now, $25. Let me see what people are saying. Oh, Patricia, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Meditation, yeah, it's absolutely so helpful. My doctor told me to. She told me when I went to see her about or was it my nurse? No, it was my nurse at school because I had to go into the nurse for kind of, I was feeling a little funny, and she took my blood pressure and everything. She said it was okay. It was just a little tad high, and I don't have problems with blood pressure. But she said, you know what you should do? Once in a while, go outside and walk around barefoot. And I've heard that. A lot of people say it figuratively, literally. But she said it literally. Go out there and walk barefoot. She said it grounds you. It makes you feel better. It relieves stress. So that was interesting. Did I give you a price on this? I think I said 25. Buy now, $25. It's really pretty. Must be some kind of crystal because they're just absolutely rich in color. Yeah, so all that helps. And again, Miss Patricia, I don't know if you mentioned it to me before, but I am so sorry for your loss. It's very stressful. All right, I'm going to just put my past little section here in case someone contacts me later that they saw something. I'm not looking all over the place to where I stashed it. I'm trying to do like a past section. My husband says that's what I should do, so that's what I'm doing. Because he sees me looking for things people ask about 2 days later. Yeah. All right. We showed the little mini lingerie pin in 10K, but this is just a little brass one. And it's so pretty. It also looks very, very old. It does have just a simple little C clasp. These are, I think they're called lingerie pins. But like I said, I like to wear them on my clothing when those button-up shirts always give me problems. I don't know why. This might be gold filled. Let's see what it says. It says patented GH21 point something. 21.10 GH gold. I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know what it means, but I'm going to do a buy now for vintage value alone here. Let's do a buy now of $15 on this one. Okay. Oh, let me tell you how long that is. That's an inch. That's a teeny little petite lingerie pin, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Pass on that. Here's another wonderful little pendant. And this is obviously rhodium plated over sterling. And I do believe this is that special specimen of moonstone that's almost clear, not very cloudy at all. Really pretty. It's cloudy, but not like streaks of cloud. You know, like sometimes with moonstone, especially like the rainbow moonstone, you have to move it around to see the blue and the flash. You have to chase the flash, as they say. I heard a jeweler say that once. Chasing the flash. You don't have to do that. It's marked on the bail 925. It's really pretty. It's sort of a nature design or something. It kind of looks like a leaf drop or something. It's 1 1/4 on the drop. And I'm going to put it on the torque only so you can see it because you don't need to see my chapped hands. Probably full of sourdough. Okay. This is really a pretty one though. Sterling silver, $30. I'll do $30 on it. Buy now, $30. And it is really pretty. 4 of those stones are there. And they're not moon glow. They really are a gem. And I forget what someone termed that special moonstone specimen. It's just a little bit more clarity to it, but still has that luminescent quality as well. All right. And that is not small. That looks really pretty up on that, even on that torque. But I think I would have it probably on a 20-inch chain. It drops to 1 1/4. Clear labradorite? I don't know. And aren't labradorite and moonstone cousins or something? That's what I heard. I'm not sure. But it's very pretty. And it almost like blends. It almost looks silvery. These are oval cabochons. All right. So that's that. And let's see what else we have in another tray here. I'm trying to work through the trays that I brought out and wanting to show you. And sometimes we never get around to it because we ran out of time. Oh, that reminds me. Let me put my 20-minute timer again. Again, I thank you for your patience. But it's real life here. It's not a jewelry store. It's real life. But we try. And we just, we're addicted to jewelry. So we just do our best. Here's a fabulous rope. She is, oh my gosh, 60 inches long, maybe 36. Yeah, at least 36 inches long. Uh, Doubled like this, doubled and wearable. So this is doubled right here on a wonderful spring ring clasp. Faux pearls, great pearls though. And they're not glass. They don't feel very heavy. But boy, do they give you that wonderful Chanel-esque look. Let me see if I can get my big display here so you can see how wonderful they look. Okay. Now let me pull back and bring that big display over so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? Now, of course, you could add your big, bold chains, which I did not bring any right now. But let me show you what I would do. Yeah, the Chanel, classic Chanel styling is chains of gold, maybe a pendant or two, and that makes the look right there. So whether it's real gold, faux, gold tone, anything works. And I'll do the double strand faux pearls there for buy it now of $20. See, isn't that a cool look? I love that. And that you got 4 strands right there. Or if you wanted to do the very long double, that would fall over around your waist. Yeah, that's a good look. So those pearls, very versatile. Very nice. And like I said, they do fall pretty long. And with the clasp, you could go easily to a 16-inch triple, 20-inch triple, or staggered like that as well. All right. So that is a pass, it appears. Now I'm going to show you a wonderful pendant. This is a beautiful antique or vintage. I'll say vintage. And I would say sort of Art Nouveau. This is sterling vermeil. I'm not selling it with the gold chain. That is a 14 karat gold chain. But I do wear it on the long chain, and I also have worn it on a black satin ribbon. It's really beautiful. And let me see. It's marked with, it appears to be some sort of a symbol, looks like a moon. And the word sterling right there. Very hefty. The design appears to be some kind of floral. I can't tell. And then, oh, a hummingbird, I think is, or some kind of little bird is drinking the nectar there. Looks like a thistle as well. Really beautiful. And very hefty. Look at that wonderful design. And I will do this one for a buy now of $94. $94. Beautiful. And that drops to 1 5/8. So very substantial, over an inch and a half, 1 5/8. $95. That is really a pretty one. And that is the pendant alone. Okay. Did I lose my picture there for a minute? Looks like we have a pass on that. Sorry about that. Looks like we had a little, what do you call it? Rotation going on. All right. Isn't that pretty though? That's a very hefty piece. Okay. We will pass on those pearls, and I was just demonstrating to you with chains. Okay. Let's see what else I have. I've got some fun costume jewelry here. Costume rings that we can show you real quick. My grandson is here to go swimming with his cousins, so hopefully they don't have any issues getting into the pool today. Look at this beautiful ring. Oops, way too close. It's an orchid. It has a wonderful crystal stone there. Sorry about shaking that camera. And this is a size 7. Enameled beautifully. Everything is still intact. All the rhinestones are present. There's sort of a morganite color, and it's only marked China and JR. The marking on the inside, JR in China. It's just beautiful. Isn't that fun? I'll do it for $20. $20 if anyone's interested. Then I have this one. This is glass. This is an old glass stone. It is on brass, I believe. It is adjustable. That's a biggie. Just a really nice glass stone. I don't think it's spinel or anything, but it is vintage. And we'll do this one for a buy now of 15. Hi, Mama. Y'all ready to go? Oh, okay. All right. It should be a problem. Let me know. You got the fob? Yeah. All right. We'll see you in a minute. Buy now 15 on this one if anyone's interested. Another wonderful costume jewelry piece. This is brass as well. These are glass. They're beautifully pin set. And this one is a size 5. Size 5. And I'll do this one for a buy now of, let's do 14 on this one. Buy now 14. Oh my gosh. Now we got the doggy bonky. Buy now $14 if there's any interest on that one. 15. Did you get the glass one? Right, Miss Robin, this one? This is so cool. I believe this is the one you were talking about, Miss Robin. Thank you. I think that's the one. Yep. Okay. Now, this is sterling. Let me put this on the side for Miss Robin. Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Miss Robin. Okay, this is another little costume piece. I thought it was the sterling one, but it's not. And all the little rhinestones are here. And they are prong set. And this is a size 7 as well. Really pretty. And I'll do 10 on this one. Buy now $10. They could be crystals. They really look like little diamonds. They're very nicely done. Buy now $10 on this one. Then I have this great little set. This is a vintage Avon. And these are, I don't think they're Bakelite. I've never tested them. But they're supposed to look like ivory, coral, and jade. Isn't that cute? And they are a true size 5. So they make a great little stacker fun pinky ring there. Vintage Avon. And I don't know how I remember that these are Avon. They were either packaged or they're marked. But they are Avon. They're so cute. And I will do these for buy now 15. Buy now 15 on that stack of fun there. All right. This is dichroic glass. Now, I thought this was sterling for some reason, but I haven't tested it in a while. But isn't that pretty? It looks like Maui or something. So we'll just say it's base metal, but it is a beautiful piece of glass there. And it is adjustable. So pretty much from probably 7 to 8, you could wear it pretty comfortably. Isn't that pretty? And I'll do it for a buy now of 20. Buy now $20 on this one. Okay. Then I just adore this. There is one stone missing, but isn't that just the prettiest thing ever? It's kind of over here off the center. Is there 2 stones missing? Yeah, there's a couple of stones missing. But I really feel like you cannot see it. And these red things are AB, so it's a beautiful ring. Another adjustable ring. These are vintage 70s, 80s, really well made costume pieces. Yeah, it looks like there's at least two stones missing. The pearls are beautiful. They are faux pearls. And I'll do a buy now of $10. It's just pretty. Buy now $10 on this one. We have any interest on the, and the gold is still beautiful. Great condition. Okay. Some single earrings in there. I don't know why. Here's another little great pinky ring, silver tone. The glass ring in the back. The little blue one. $10. We did the pearls for 10. Thank you so much. Were you asking about this one, Happy Ducky, or this one? This one's gorgeous. Look at looks like you're diving into the depths of the ocean there. Yeah, these are some of these vintage ones. I'm not sure if they're nickel free. This appears to be stainless. I remember she said it was sterling, but it doesn't look like sterling to me. It looks more like a stainless or a base metal. And this one looks like it's a copper base. So, yeah, it is definitely costume. I would sell it as costume for sure. Okay. Now, this one is, I believe, horn, just a band. This one here, 20. Thank you. Perfect. I paid like triple that, but she said it was sterling. And I don't know. I don't remember. This is horn. It's a great little stacker band, too. If you like the look of, stacking your rings, it just looks really good. Again, this is a size 7. Feels like horn. It could be, I don't think it's coral. Coral has that glassy feel. So I'll do this one for 10. I'm going to sell it as horn. I believe that's what it is. $10, size 7. What size is it again? It's adjustable. Yes, this one is adjustable, and I'm wearing it on my 7 comfortably. And it still has room, I would say even up to an 8 to stretch it. And it is on the inside where you can adjust it. Isn't that beautiful? That's a really nice piece of glass there. All right, so the horn was $10. Here's another wonderful looking sort of a harem princess ring. These are all vintage, old costume pieces. And I'm not sure if this one has any missing stones. Let's take a better look. Yes, I love dichroic glass. I can't resist them. Okay, this one, I don't see it. This one looks like that Peking glass. This is pretty. This is really pretty. And then the other turquoise on the sides, it looks like little pyramid cuts. They're like triangles, but they're not flat. And this looks like Peking glass. Also, just a base metal here, adjustable. I think it's sitting comfortably right now at a 5.5, but you could probably stretch it to a 6. See, it's got quite a bit of room there to stretch it. And I'll do this one for a buy now of 12. Buy now 12. Very exotic looking. Even the color of the gold tone, it looks like 18 or 22. Buy now 12 on this one. Hi, Miss Deborah. How are you? Guys, check out my friend Deborah's channel. She's got some great sales. I've bought some amazing things from her. So these are the costume pieces. Let's see what this looks like, a 1928. Let me look at the inside. 12 was this one looks so exotic, doesn't it? I like it. Here's a fun one. It says BFF. It's so cute. It's got little crystal rhinestones. Give it to a friend who needs a smile. And it's marked CN. It is a size 7. I'll do it for $10. BFF. Or maybe those are her initials. You never know. It's just cute. $10. The buy now on that. Here's a nice silver tone. I think it's silver tone. Maybe it's sterling. I don't think so. No, it's silver tone. Sometimes you just never know. This one is 6.5. Just a fun ring. 6.5, very heavy, silver tone. I'll do it for $10. Buy now, $10. These are always, always in style, aren't they? The big bold ring. $10 on that one. Here's another single earring. Gosh, I hope I find it. Mate to that. I don't know why it's here. I love this one. I call this one my mermaid stone. It's a solid 5, maybe even 4.5. Make a great pinky ring. You can hear the stone though, so if that bothers you, I've had it for about 5 years and it's never fallen, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I'll do it for, let's do 15 on this one. Just beautiful. I call it a mermaid stone because it is AB, but it really has a lot of blue in it. And it is just a costume piece as well. But it's a small one. Make a great pinky ring. It's either a 4.5 or a 5. Let me see how tight it is today. Yeah, it's definitely a 5. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's put up the costume rings for now and look at this beautiful sterling brooch. A bow and a little bead, looks like smoky quartz. Yeah, I love it, but it's tiny, huh? But it fits me. I wear a 5. It's funny, but I can't wear any 6s. I can wear 5s, 7s, and 8s, but I cannot wear any 6s. They never fit right. There's my alarm again. Isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful little Victorian looking bow. One and let me see, it looks really up to 1.5, 1 3/4. 1 3/4 at its longest point to here. Marcasites and then a little bead. I can't swear it's a smoky quartz, but that's what it looks like to me. And the marcasite appears to all be present. Oh, sorry about that. There's my big magnifier. You let me know if you see anything missing. I do not. I love this little dangle here. Very pretty, right? Let's do a buy it now on this one of $38. Sterling silver, buy now, $38. Yeah, all the marcasites are there. Just beautiful, too. I'll bet it will sparkle a lot more if you buff it a little bit. Buy now, $38. Sterling silver. Brooch, not pendant. But you can buy those little converters. And it is marked 925 right there. It does have the double hinge there. $38. Buy now. It's pretty big. Almost 2 inches. Yep. I really like this one. All right, we're going to pass on that. I have another pair of amazing sterling hoops. Now these are 2-inch hoops, dangle hoops. Then they have a wonderful finish. I always call that diamond dust because somebody once called it that. One jeweler that I knew, actually a silversmith. But it is a little method they do. Becky, are you still here? If you are, which I know she's in and out, can you go check and see if my other dead video is still on? Because people are saying they couldn't get on. And I'm wondering if that one I aborted is still running around deceiving people. But I do appreciate everyone else who's here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. I know there's Lots to do, lots to see. And I appreciate you coming in. These are all sterling, just beautiful. These are really a nice, substantial statement earring, but they're lightweight because these are just little wires around here. And then you have the little disc. They do have just little stainless backs. They don't have their original backs, but they are sterling silver. Just beautiful too. And since we're doing a buy now, these are actually marked and signed. I really should have researched these, but I didn't. They have an L that looks like Laverne's L. Remember Laverne and Shirley? It's a fancy little cursive L, and then it is marked with the purity mark as well. Hallmarked with the word sterling. They're beautiful. So I will do a buy now of, let's do 60 on them. Buy now 60. Sterling silver, hallmarked with the initial L, and hallmark for purity with the word sterling. Okay. I'm going to let you look at a couple of things while I go do my stretch and fold on my sourdough. I do appreciate your time very much. So let me give you something pretty to look at. You can go look outside. See if you see a cardinal or something. Give me 2 minutes to do that stretch and fold. We're going to probably have to call it a night in just a minute. But I'm going to show you as much as I can. Okay. Yeah, that sourdough is bubbling. Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. And that sourdough won't wait for anyone. If it goes overtime, I don't know if any of y'all bake bread, but this sourdough stuff, if it goes overtime before I do the final folds and all that, the shaping rather, it will turn into liquid. Literally just spill all over the kitchen like a blob. Like that old movie. What was the name of that movie with Steve McQueen? The Blob, right? Like that. Literally, that's what will happen. So I may have to call it a night in just a few minutes because, yeah, that sourdough is bubbling and beautiful. But thank you so much, everyone. Please be sure and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the auctions here on YouTube. You love jewelry. You love hanging out and talking about jewelry. Give this video a thumbs up, would you? It really helps YouTube know you're having fun, and it will spread the video out to other people so we can have even more joy. All right, here's another lovely necklace. Another wonderful little shell pearl here. Then we have teeny tiny little shells and a vintage barrel clasp on it. And the wear on this is 18 inches. Was everything okay? Why not? Oh no, hold on. Guys, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm going to go see what's going on with the pool. There's a problem with our key. And I'm going to have to call it a night right now. And I will talk to you very soon. Be sure and watch the replay and see what happens. If you saw anything, we will be sure and honor that price, okay? I'm going to go take care of my family real quick and see what's going on with that. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.